Christa Ramey, do you think that the jury may think that there's a reasonable alternative explanation for her being missing, that maybe she wasn't murdered, that maybe she took her own life?
Or maybe she just ran away. If she was in an abusive relationship, maybe she's just gone girl. I think that there's a lot of explanations for her being missing. And there could also be an unintentional homicide. To go out and plead first-degree murder is pretty impressive, but not necessarily provable. I think that there is a number of explanations as to why she's missing, and it doesn't necessarily mean that she's dead.
All right, this is what we're going to do. Neama, this is what I want you to do, Neama. I want you to lay out what you think prosecutors are going to need to prove murder in this case. And then, Eric, you can come back at him and tell him why he can't prove it.
Vinny, you know what I think? They have more than enough. And Christa, I love you, but she can't run away. She actually has a bum leg. She can't get really far, the victim in here. So let's just go lie after lie. Not only did James admit to killing his wife, he retracted. He is admitted liar. He's being charged with perjury, right? And let's just go through lie after lie. First, the night she went missing, he was sleeping in the bed. Then, oh no, when he finds out the bed is perfectly made, he changes his story to sleeping on the recliner. Then he describes his frantic search where he goes to look for his missing wife, and he drove by the gas station. Guess what? There's no surveillance video of him driving by that gas station. And then he tells two different stories to law enforcement. After he went on this frantic search, he went home. Then he tells others he went to work. But at work, he doesn't tell anyone his wife is missing. And let me tell you one of the most important facts. He tells law enforcement that he called his wife's phone many times trying to find her. Guess what? Phone records don't corroborate that at all. So it's lie after lie after lie with this guy. And there's more than enough to convict him of murder. I don't care if there's no body or no murder weapon. You got your motive, you got your opportunity, and you have a proven liar.
But you don't have a proven murder.
Yeah.
You literally don't have manner and method of death, or death at all.
You don't need it. You don't need it. You got more than enough. You have someone
you got reasonable
that
doubt
has
all over
lied
the
to law
place.
enforcement. I love this case if I'm a prosecutor.
Eric,
Oh,
you're shaking.
yeah.
Which way are you shaking?
I think this case is so overcharged. Look, there are some inconsistencies. That's not in dispute, right? But listen, there's no playbook for that's fair. But there's no playbook for when a person loses their wife and how a person is supposed to react when they're being peppered with questions from law enforcement. Sometimes an individual is inconsistent, but that doesn't mean they're a murderer. As Christa said, there is no cause of death. There's no manner of death. We're not even sure there is a death. This person could be in Tahiti somewhere on a beach. And I don't mean to be insensitive or anything like that, but I'm just saying, I don't think the evidence is there for first-degree murder.
And to Eric's point, there's a lot of organizations that help battered women escape and disappear. We work with a lot of them here in Los Angeles through my Rotary Club. I mean, my God, we hide women that have been beaten and abused. And if she could have found her way to get out of this relationship, God bless her. We don't know that she's dead.
Well, we know. Go ahead, Vinny.
Well, we kind of know. I mean, he was in another relationship. I mean, he had a girlfriend, so I'm sure he was fine with her disappearing, right?
By the way, Vinny, he's telling everyone, don't bother looking for her. She's not coming back. She's dead. This is our accused who's telling his family members she's dead. She's not coming back.
Yeah, I think they're going to say. I think they're going to argue that it was suicide. She had some mental issues. She had visited, the day before to get some help, some new medication, and along those lines. I just don't know if that's reasonable. Like it's a hidden suicide, right?
There's reasonable doubt, Vinny, is what there is.
Okay, we shall see. It all begins Monday, folks.